What is going on, everybody? This is J4y bringing you another Dota on Demand presentation here. I'm going to be doing another solo cast here because you can see, actually, I'm looking at him, BDLM, who is normally my co-caster, is actually in this game. I'm catching him off guard, and I'm going to cast their game. This is actually four of my friends playing. The fifth one being a pub, and that would be Bounty Hunter. And it's already 2 minutes in, but as you can see, there is no first blood, so no big deal. The game kind of just started out, and I wanted to get on and just see how this was going to be played. Actually, action not going to be bottom. Is this a solo? It appears to be solo bait. Let me go over the lineups really quick, hopefully before the action picks up. Here on the Radiant, which is my friend's team, we got the Windrunner, we got Vengeful Spirit, Pudge, Enigma, and Bounty Hunter. And then on the Dire, of course, we have this Clockwork, Earthshaker, Nature's Prophet, Bane Elemental, and Ogre Magi. So a lot of melee coming out here, a lot of interesting picks. You definitely don't see a lot of these things very often, but you know, it definitely could prove to be an interesting game. I'm really loving these ideas of picks. BDLM, of course, is playing this jungle Enigma. Orange is going to be on this Pudge. We got Bonk playing the solo Windrunner top against both Earthshaker and that Clockwork pickup, and then of course bottom we got the Gay Cowboy as the Vengeful Spirit, and then this B-Dan, that is the pug guy. Who knows who he is? Let's see if he's got the skills, what it takes. On the Dire, meanwhile, we got Twig on the Bane Elemental, we got Archer on the Ogre Magi, we have Rive on Nature's Prophet. I'm not going to even try that one anymore. And then we got this guy who's even a name I don't even want to know. Wante? Oh no, they're set up on here. But actually, that's going to help out Bonk substantially, it looks like. Earthshaker doesn't necessarily get the block he's looking for. It's a really great setup, but actually Clockwork's power cogs pull him in, saving his life in the end. That is unfortunate, although I did manage to see Earthshaker was able to actually walk through that fissure just fine, so maybe it wouldn't necessarily save his life. I'm not sure, but either way, as you can tell, he did survive, used the health pot and the mana pot, going to get back to full life, still being really aggressive. He has the power shot, but he has this Earthshaker has enough for this fissure. He's going to use it there. Now he has got no health regen, and look at him sticking around with next to nothing. He's got a lot of nerve to be doing all that. But in the meantime, Pudge solo against... Now, I haven't seen Ogre Magi solo mid. This is probably one of the few things that I have yet to see with this hero. And I just feel like Pudge could be a lot more aggressive right now. Now, Ogre Magi is a very, very tanky intellect hero. As you can see, 850 health with only those 2 branches. 1,000 for Pudge, of course, but he has those 2 gauntlets of strength. Base strength-wise, they're only a couple off, so very similar in that fashion. But you would have to imagine Pudge would be able to win this, just both because of his tankiness against spells with the magic resist and his just natural strength health. You know, he should definitely come out on top, but it all depends on the hooks and his roaming capabilities. Both heroes, I think, are very effective at roaming, which is, you know, super important, I think, for the middle lane, especially in these pub-type games. You know, if you can take advantage of ganking, then you're really going to be on top. Windrunner sticking around. You see on the stash, he's got a health pot and 2 mana pots. Oh, he's going to get picked off by the fissure. Sticking around way too long there with that much health. When you're up against such a long-range moves, you have to be a lot more cautious than that. You know, just, you know, chasing it too much, and it didn't pay off for him in the end. But at least he'll have that health and mana pot when he reses, so there you go. Now here's this roaming Ogre Magi, as I was discussing before. He's going to come down. You see a rocket coming down to hit this Bounty Hunter, but he does have that invis if he so needs it from the Shadow Walk. So it's going to be interesting to see if this Ogre Magi does get spotted. There is vision here. I'm not sure if he was actually sighted, but they are playing extremely cautious, and you can see Vengeful here. Oh, going to get Fire Blaster right here. And not before his stun gets off, but that's going to be a kill for Ogre Magi. Can they do enough now? Enigma's going to use the Malefice to try to get some stunnage in. There goes both the stuns. Oh, but there's the ultimate for Bane Elemental. And that's going to be spelling out the death here for the poor Enigma. So that's going to be 2 for 1 trade with the Ogre Magi dying. In the meantime, the middle Pudge got a little bit of farm, but decides to roam now and try to help out against this top lane. See a power shot coming out, only hitting the Earthshaker, who's already up to 800 health and has the Arcane Boots. That's huge. Oh, but not before Pudge comes in here now. He's going to try to get this ultimate off. He's got the double damage rune up. He's going to try to ult, but not necessarily a great idea. Oh, he almost gets the full channel off, surprisingly, actually. But is he going to be able to survive this is the other question here. He's going to try to hook now. Windrunner goes down. Ogre Magi are going to land this Fire Blast, but first he's going to throw the Ignite. slow him down, do the extra damage. Malphite goes onto the Earthshaker, but that is not the target he has to be concerned about. Ogre Magi is the one that can bring the damage, gets the multicast, of course he does. And there falls Pudge. So a 2 for none trade. Well, no, it was 1 trade. I do have to take that back. There was a death, but still, this makes it now 2-5 with an early advantage coming out for the Dire. And then you see how much damage is already on this Bounty Hunter. He's got the phase boots. Interesting pickup. It's really nice for pursuing people. Obviously, you know, you get that speed from track. You get other movement speeds from his ult. You know, just plenty of speed coming around. He does the extra damage that's going to help with his Janata when that procs to do more of a crit strike damage. But still, he doesn't have that tankiness. He doesn't have your regen. So Bane Elemental can use that sap and just do a ton of damage. It does 300, and that's true damage. So it's tons of damage coming out. And he's got to be really cautious. As you can see, he is going to... Clockwork actually rotates bottom now, so leaving a solo Earthshaker top, who seems to be faring just fine. Look at that ultimate coming out now. Winner's saying she's got to fall back, but it's a little too late. Here comes Nature's Prophet. 17 seconds left on this TP. She is in a heap of trouble. She's got nothing left, not even phase boots. Oh my gosh, the fissure misses. But here comes the Ogre Magi. He's got to keep running for his life. Where is Pudge? That is the question at hand. There comes one Fire Blast, here comes Ignite, and that's another death for the Windrunner. Just kind of overextended, but you know, only so far. It was one-on-one against Earthshaker, and then here comes Nature's Prophet, and then came Ogre Magi. Just too much. Meanwhile, Bane double kills the Vengeful and Bounty Hunter. This is looking just awful for my poor friends on the Radiant team. They're just so far behind now, and it's all the burst damage coming out from the other team. Oh, but is Pudge going to try to make amends for some of that here? He's looking to run around a little bit. Doesn't see anyone. Beautiful hook, actually. Going to get the ultimate off. Oh, not before Nightmare finishes off. And here comes the support now. Is the rock going to be enough? Yes, it is. He doesn't suicide, but at least he gets a kill. Still a 1-for-1 trade, though. Not coming out on top. So this roaming Aggro Magi, he is just all over the place, which you would not expect. I mean, I guess I haven't seen the Ogre Magi mid, so I wouldn't know exactly what to expect. But it's actually just really impressive to see it. And this is really what we discussed about him, how much he actually can provide from just that roaming ability if he gets the levels. And you see it already with the Fire Blast with multicast and that Ignite, which he chose to max out. Even 1 point Bloodlust not necessary for him at this point. They're going to try to set something up here. They're going to try to land a Shackle, or here comes the Malphite stun. The Shackle does not hit the way he wants to, but he's going to drop the ultimate here. Power Shot's going to line up for the damage. Not before Fissure gets off, though. Are they going to be able to finish it? Oh, they do get the combination, both the hook and the Power Shot. Now here comes Bane roaming around. So finally, a trade-off that is not, on both sides. It's just for the Radiant. They get their first 1 kill for nothing. And that's going to help out a lot. You see Bane over here, Soul Ring and Arcane Boots. That's the second pair of Arcane Boots on the team. And Ogre Magi probably will pick one up himself, to be honest. Wouldn't surprise me in the least, considering how much mana intensive that hero gets. But he's a little down now that he died. Be a little cautious. Okay, here's a couple invis. Another great ultimate by Pudge and Bounty Initiator. They're going to easily get this kill here with the Bounty Hunter using his Shriek and Toss to finish the kill. And he did have the track up to get that bonus gold. So there you go. Another great job there. Another kill in the favor of the Radiant. Now they're kind of roaming as a group of 2 or 3, but look, meanwhile, bottom. Bane Elemental looking to push this lane down. And, he's not going to have a ton of trouble with it, to be honest. He's got some good, serious damage he can use on the creeps. His auto attacks are hitting for 72. It's not doing a bad job. This tower's down now to 318 health with a catapult in range. Although that's going to drop now here shortly. If they don't give it any support, though, it looks like they're going to try to push in the meantime, and they're not going to have any issues with it. Although you do see 3 actually lining up for this bottom here. They're going to have that protection. Yo, here comes the initiation from the Clockwork and the Nature's Prophet ultimate. That's going to be an instant-kill Windrunner. Now Vengeful Spirit's in too deep. Going to fall himself. And now look at this Enigma coming from behind. Going to get kills. Well, all that's left is Pudge, and he's going to get chased down. I don't know if he's going to have it in him to escape. Clockwork uses a great rocket to cancel that Earn Charge. Multicast on the Pudge. Is he going to be able to suicide in time? No, he has not. That's a 4-for-0 with Bane pushing. He's going to get this tower kill. What an initiation by the Dire. Oh, that was very impressive. Really great Clockwork setup there. As you can see, he caught Windrunner, who's around half to 3/4 health off guard. They should probably drop that ultimate almost immediately, which hit, I think it hit all of them, or hit a few of them at least. And then just a bunch of burst damage. You see the fissure. You see just all of them have a really nice nuke that can hit pretty easily. Nice range nukes. And I'm not saying the Radiant doesn't. I mean, you got the Power Shot from Windrunner, of course, the Vengeful Spirit with her stun, although choosing to level the Wave of Terror. Now that is interesting. He was laning with Bounty Hunter, which is, I guess, why he is choosing to do that, to reduce the armor even further. Because if you can get that with Janata and all the auto attacks and Bounty Hunter, it's going to be a lot of minus armor. Also, Bounty Hunter's ultimate does reduce armor as well, so I guess they're trying to stack that kind of. But still an interesting choice. They kind of lack the burst damage in that respect, too. Enigma, not really a nuki, kind of just a nice stun, and of course that ultimate, which he didn't get off, which is really unfortunate, but not necessarily his fault. Oh, here comes the initiation. Windrun's going to have to come out. Here comes the black hole, hitting 3 heroes. But are they going to have the follow-up? Shackle Shot, Power Shot, still not used yet. Going to get it off, but no kills yet. Enigma's going to try to run, but that is not going to be fast enough. Ogre Magic going to get the kill. Is the Bounty Hunter going to finish off? Yes, he gets the kill, but now he's out of mana. He's going to get chased down pretty easily. Fire Blast comes out. That's going to be the death of this Bounty Hunter. Or is it? Has a bottle, gets the invis off. I don't believe it. He is going to survive for now. A Blind Fissure comes out and does not land. So that is going to actually let him survive. 3 for 2. Not nearly as bad as I thought. It was a beautiful Enigma, hitting 3 heroes. But they just didn't have the follow-up. They only had 2 other heroes there. Power Shot didn't get off in time. Maybe he was on cooldown still. Wasn't able to help out with that. And then the Vengeful Spirit used the Wave of Terror, but that's all she had. I mean, they don't have really great AoE to follow it up on this team, which is a huge issue for them. Look at this 3-time multicast. From full health to 150. And now here comes the Earthshaker. What's he looking to do here, though? He doesn't have enough mana for that fissure, and his Barking Boots are still quite a long time on cooldown, 10 more seconds, so he's not going to be able to really follow up at this point. They see him with the ward, so he's just going to be spotted out. But there's still 4 looming around here. They got to be cautious in this middle. Doesn't want to be too aggressive here, remembering how many heroes are still lurking around here. Clockwork is looking for an excuse to drop this ultimate. It's off cooldown now, and, you know, if you use that with Bane Elemental, anything, you know, especially this Brain Sap, it's just 300 damage, truce damage on top of all that extra damage. It's just going to be huge burst. None of these heroes have the health to survive this, you know, minus Pudge. But what's Pudge going to do at this point in the game? You know, he's not strong enough. He's not going to be able to gank the way he needs to. Very ballsy Bounty Hunter, actually, coming here. If he initiates on this, it's going to be very, very interesting. He chooses not to. It's probably a wise decision, especially he didn't know about it, but Clockwork was roaming around here just an ult away from helping out his ally. And I'm curious now if they're going to go a quick dust here against this Bounty Hunter. That's the only reason he survived last time. I wouldn't be half surprised, but it looks like none of them have decided to go with that dust yet. So he's going to be just fine. This is actually an Invis rune, so this is not even his Shadow Walk using this. So he's not going to have a huge burst damage. Oh, here we go. Gonna just do a little. That's only level 1 Janata, so it's a really long cooldown still. He's gonna use the Shadow Walk here for sure. Or not yet. There we go. He chooses to use it. Now here comes support. Wow! Beautiful ultimate onto Pudge there. He's gonna rot down and he's gonna fall to the Bane Brain Sap. And now Blue's gotta look to run away here. They've all got to just run away. Look at all this support here. You can see 5 heroes for the Dire. Where's the Radiant team? Well, here's a little bit of it. A little Bounty Hunter getting ignited. Is that going to be enough to tick him down? Oh, he does use the Magic Wand and a Bottle Charge, and he is going to survive. But that Ogre Magi is doing a ton of burst damage. It's wonderful. And here we go. Meanwhile, Windrunner not using that Power Shot very aggressively, kind of holding on to it to really get a good use of it here. Not going to try to use it. Hits a couple heroes. Bane is hurt, but remember, it is Bane Elemental, so the second he gets to Brain Sap someone, he's back to pretty much full health. And there he goes, on one of the Eidolons. Eidolons? I think it's pronounced differently. Sorry, I butchered it, world. But regardless, they would go an interesting choice, going Tranquil Boots. I haven't actually seen that very recently on him. You know, I guess I can stand up, try to get mobility around the map, especially how much this Dire is moving around. You know, you gotta try to keep up. Headdress, could go for the mech for the teamfight presence, because they're getting just stomped in teamfights right now. So, makes a lot of sense. I can definitely see where they're coming from. As far as the rest of the hero, not getting a lot of farm. Windrunner is very underfarmed here. Pudge has that urn and bottle, but that's about it. Vengeful Spirit, just lucky to have boots. You know, Bounty Hunter's kind of only saving grace, and he's not even really... He's got Phase Boots and a Ring of Health. I mean, that's not a ton going on right now. Obviously, it looks like he's going for that Battle Fury. Try to get some nice cleave, some nice farming, you know, keep up the farm. Because you look at the late game, his only real contender would be that Nature's Prophet who's already way far ahead. I mean, he's got the Hanamitis and this point booster and treads. So really far ahead in the farm, and he's just continuing to do that while his team pushes. And I mean, oh, beautiful hook actually coming out here. Are they going to fish him off before he gets his spells up? Yes, they are. Here comes the Clockwork looking to set something up. Oh, great Echo Slam by Earthshaker, who already has a blink 17 minutes in. That just spells out trouble. Well, here comes a nice push hook. That's going to be a kill of Clockwork here. Now going to chase down this Earthshaker, who's taking just a ton of damage from Bounty Hunter, and that's going to be 3 for 2. Nature's Prophet decides to port in, but realizes it actually might be a mistake for him. Are they going to turn this around? Pudge is looking to hunt down. Great hook. Absolutely great hook. Is he going to have enough damage? So he doesn't have any mana. So is the auto attack's going to be enough to kill each other? And that's going to be enough of that. Meanwhile, here comes the Malefice from Enigma. Just going to stun him a couple times, but he's got to fall back. Ogre Magi has level 2 multicast. That could take down probably either of these heroes at this point. So they should be happy. That was a 3 for 3 trade, I believe it was at the end. Or 3 for 4, possibly. Bane Elemental did die. Yes, so 3 for 4 trade. Coming out on top for the Radiant, and the tower was not lost. So really good hook initiation on the Bane to start that fight off. And, you know, they just followed up really well. Nature's Prophet coming in and just not able to do what he expected to do there. We see Bane Elemental already going for that Mithril Hammer Slugger Club. So he's going to go for that Black King Bar. Going to go for, you know, trying not to get interrupted. But you have to look at the other team here. Actually, I'll get into that in a second. Blinking. Oh, that Enigma just gets annihilated. Really good combo by both the Brain Sap, the Ogre Magic Fire Blast, and the Blink Fissure from the Earthshaker. So much easy burst damage coming from the team, and there's no support except for this power shot in the back, but that's not going to be nearly enough. And they've got to be careful now. You have to understand with the Blink Fissure, there's going to be so many easy initiations from the Dire, and they can follow it up just so easily that they have to be cautious now. So they don't have the wards here. They only have one ward, and that's actually a sentry ward, so their vision is very lacking at the point for the Radiant. The Dire too, but they have the map control, so they don't have to really be concerned with what they can see on the map, because they know they own it. You know, they're not afraid to move around at this point. There's still 4 heroes middle. You see Power Shot's just trying to both harass and do a little bit of farming here. Windrunner getting over his head. Here comes the Nightmare. His team's going to try to set up. Oh, actually gets hit by a spell to wake him up. A Nature's Prophet random ulti bounce off and keep him awake. That actually probably saved his life there, because you knew Earthshaker wanted a piece of that action, but he didn't get in there in time. Now they're moving out here. Earthshaker, whoa, blind. Well, kind of blind. It just didn't land regardless. And now here comes the initiation on Clockwork. One of the tankier ones on the team, but he just cannot stand up to the whole team. Trying to ult out, but only hits the greater Eidolon now. So it's going to be just him falling. And you see Bane, once again, pushing like the pusher he is, or something like that. Just continue to farm. He should really know the Radiant's coming from at this point. They just killed his buddy and disappeared. Going to try to get this TP off. Great streak and toss. Just in time to interrupt it. Now he's in trouble. Here comes the shack shot. Whoa, look at that reach. He's going to fall for that one. Really nice combination there. He thought he could get away, but didn't realize the Bounty Hunter. Oh, Enigma falling again to the Ogre Magi Fissure. Too much damage coming out. I mean, you have to be scared of this Ogre Magi. And there's the Arcane Boots I was talking about earlier. Getting the point booster now, obviously going to go for that Agumons. I mean, against this team, why wouldn't you? They're so squishy, except for that Pudge. And I mean, it's just so easy to drop them with just a couple of those stuns. So it makes a lot of sense here. Pudge looking to build a Hooded Defiance next. He's going to try to get some more magic resist, probably go for a pipe. And, you know, against how much magic damage coming coming from this Dire team, just makes way too much sense. Meanwhile, ported Enigma top, he's got now a cloak himself, so just wants some basic magic resist. And you know, you really can't blame him. Just how much damage they're trying to do here is just unbelievable. Imagine now using a Fire Blast, not getting a multi-S pack, using the Ignite. It's going to hit both the Vengeful Spirit and the Enigma, plus the Rocket. But Nature's Prophet, lo and behold, gets hooked in from the Pudge. Really nice hook. Now looking to finish up. 3 seconds left on the hook. Are they going to be able to finish this up? He's going to try a Shackle Shot. He's in the way of Pudge. He's got to get out of the way. Pudge is like, come on, dude, let me at him. And you're going to see then we can now get shot on. He is most certainly going to fall. There's a great multicast to finish him off. Can Clockwork go down before the Pudge does? Yes, a power shot, but now Windrunner's got to be on the lookout. He's going to get caught. Nightmare, that is most certainly going to spell his death. Gets hit by more spell damage, though, but it's not going to make a difference. Spade's got his ultimate up, and that's going to drop him. 4 for 2. Bounty Hunter just getting the farm he wants, but he's got his Battle Fury. Is that going to be enough to help? Probably not, but you never know. I mean, Bounty Hunter can carry so well into late game, especially with that Vengeful Spirit, reducing of armor. and that damage aura. I mean, he's going to bring out a lot of damage if he can sneak up. Probably with the Black King bar, but you know, you have to be wary of the Bane Elemental, which is going to go through any kind of magic immunity. Like I was saying though, Bane is now about to finish up his BKB, but both Vengeful Spirit and the Pudge ultimate go through, and the Enigma ultimate all three of those go through BKB to interrupt it. So really interesting to go for a BKB on Bane Elemental. I mean, I can kind of understand where he's coming from, because there's still 3 ways to get interrupted. From both, you know, Bounty Hunter, Vengeful Spirit, Stun, and Windrunner Shackle, and he's gonna not be able to be interrupted by those or the Malefice. But either way, it's still, I'm not exactly sure it's the best route to go, but they are so far ahead, as I can see in the gold chart now. It's dipping over close to the 7,000 gold advantage here for the Dire. Experience-wise, over 7,500. So tons coming out from here. Oh. Here comes a Nightmare. Now, he thinks he's all alone here, though, but Bounty Hunter's actually here to save him. He's going to initiate. Oh, he's got it. Now he's blocked in. This actually could be really unfortunate for him. Shackle comes in. Black Hole. Going to barely just catches Nature's Prophet on the edge. He's going to fall for it, but not before both these heroes hopefully die for them. And then you see the Malefice actually ticking to get the last kill here. 3 for 1. Great swap. Multicast coming on the Windrunner, but it's not going to be enough damage. Now, here comes the Clockwork trying to finish off this Windrunner. Will he be able to do it in time? Power Shot comes out. Yes, he is. And now he's going to do as much damage as he can to this Vengeful Spirit, but it's not going to be enough. That's a wipe. 5 for 2. Really great trade. And that's what, you know, you got to love that about Bounty Hunter. He is so sneaky, especially in this team. They're not using anything to try to find him or reveal him. And he was in that fight. He just bursted Bane down right away. And these guys are pretty squishy themselves. They really are. You see Nature's Prophet, Bane, Earthshaker, just all real squishy heroes. And he can 3-shot some of these heroes, especially with the Phase Boot Battle Fury combination with that Janata. So they had to actually be kind of afraid of him, and I would be. He's got 2,700 gold now. Really a force to be reckoned with. So, you know, definitely don't count this Radiant team out. It's 20 to 28. Oh, he almost got Nightmare, it appears, but not before he gets that Shadow Walk off just to interrupt that. Really good play here. Agumon Scepter actually finished up on Nature's Prophet now, so that farm, you saw him just drop it there. He's going to just radically increase that. You know, it's going to bounce number of charges it hits, you know, how much damage it does, all increases with that Agumon, so he's just going to be farming like a beast. It's going to be down to a 60-second cooldown when he gets that 16 mark, and that's just when it really ramps up for him. It's going to be so impressive. So much money just rolling in from the ultimates. You know, he's going to use that probably on cooldown for the most part just to get the farm. Windrunner, on the other hand, it's going to be interesting to see what she decides to build this game. Got the Arcane Boots now for their team so they can sustain in those fights. You know, I do like that pickup, but what is he going to go next? I wouldn't mind seeing a Force Staff against this Clockwork. Force Staff makes him so much weaker of a hero, of a pick in general. I was actually listening in, I believe it was on Demon's stream, Dota Demon, and from EG, and he was basically saying Clockwork he thinks would be picked up a lot more often if Force Staff wasn't in the game. But since it is, it's a hard counter to him, because once you get that, Cogs no longer will, you know, contain all the heroes like you want it to. So obviously, Force Staff I think just would be a wonderful pickup on Pudge too. To be honest, I do like seeing him on Pudge as well. But they're going to try to put up a defense here, and 2 of their players are trying to push out bottom, but they're going to lose a tier 2 for this. Not necessarily a great trade for them. A tier 1 for a tier 2, and they're going to push this tier 2 a lot faster than the 2 players are going to push this one. So they're going to need to get back here. Here comes 1 TP, probably a 2nd TP. They're going to try to keep this push alive, because I think they're starting to realize now, hey, Bounty Hunter is getting kind of farmed. He's got 4,000 gold, instant buys a Desolator. Really risky, very, really risky. Just going for a high burst damage kind of abilities, but now he's got no money for a buyback. He's got no protection. He didn't get any health from that. He's all damage right now. He's all front end. If he gets caught out by any of these kind of CCs, he's really in a lot of trouble. Look at this burst damage. Even in the Ogre Magi multicast, if he gets at level 16, it's going to do way too much damage for him to handle. It could probably insta-give him. Have to be careful. Do they have any sort of detection yet is my question. They have a couple of tracks now. The initiation from Clockwork does miss, and this is their time to go. They have to realize it now. Enigma going to look to start dropping some spells, but not enough. Insta-give Bane. Bounty Hunter doing insane amounts of damage. That's already 1 hero dead. Here comes all the tracks on the heroes. Still 2 heroes track. They're going to look to try to do some nice damage. Earthshaker looking to drop that ultimate, gets a fissure off, but gets stunned so he can't blink in an ulti. But tons of damage coming out, actually pushed behind the fissure. That is so unfortunate from the Clockwork Cogs. Now they're on the retreat. Can Bounty Hunter look to pick off another hero? It would be really risky though with the Ogre Magi just still sitting here. Oh, he now knows that Fire Blast is gone. Look how much damage is done! Swap coming in from Vengeful Spirit, but not enough mana to follow up. Beautiful Punch Hook, gonna do enough damage. Look how much that Janata does! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much that did. That was literally at least 600 or 700 damage from just the Janata proc. The Stygian plus the Track plus the Vengeful Spirit. Oh, just too much damage coming out from this Bounty Hunter. And you can see he's a glass cannon, but he's avoiding getting targeted. And that is really, really helping him out in these fights. I do not even think they lost one hero for that. Possibly one, but still the trade-off definitely went in the favor of the Radiant. And you're going to look at this gold guard almost back to 0. That was almost a 7,500 gold down to 0. Experience now in the favor, 3,500 gold for the Radiant. I'm sorry to be a little biased, but congratulations, my good friends. You are back in this game. And I'm not going to say it's because any of you... Okay, you guys did a pretty good job. But let's be honest, this Pug guy, this Bounty Hunter, he's doing a lot of work. He's doing a lot of work with this glass cannon build, but it's a two-edged sword. As I go back to, if he gets caught with any kind of really good initiation, like if a Blink Fissure into an Ogre Magi Fire Blast multicast, dead. You know, and actually now he straight buys the Vlads. Really, really interesting. Where's the Black King bar is my next question. I would love to see this Black King bar. If he had that, I feel like he'd be really, really strongly well off now. Oh, beautiful ward here. There's the ultimate I was talking about. Whoa, what a hook! Oh, what a savior hook from Punch. Gonna kill this bait before he gets anything off. Definitely saving the life of Bounty Hunter for sure. But is it enough? Shadow Walk used, but there's still a ward there, so it's not going to be quite enough. But another Punch Hook. Gonna kill this Clockwork. Even Dust used. There's the multicast from Bounty Hunter. He's got to turn around and fight this. He cannot run with that Dust. Here we go. The Track to try to get the movement speed, but is it going to be enough? Gonna use Shadow Walk now. No, another multicast, and that's gonna drop his monster kill streak to the Ogre Magi. Now a 2 for 2. Pudge actually got picked off in the meantime, and this is what I was talking about. If he had a Black King bar, Ogre Magi wouldn't have had anything to do with him. He would turn it on, turn around him, and just annihilate him. But now he's gonna have his Augment Scepter. As you can see, it's bought out in the stash, waiting to get picked up. And that could make a huge difference. 2 of those Fire Blasts, one regular, one unrefined. There's going to be a double chance of those huge multicast, big damage and stuns. It's going to be really hard for them to deal with. I'm not sure if they're going to have it in them. Windrunner going ulti orb, really, I'm not too thrilled with that pickup. I really think Force Staff would have been the better option. Because not only would it go through the cogs, you have to keep in mind Nature's Prophet with the Sprout. It also will bring heroes through that as well. So it's going to counter, and that's pretty much 2 heroes, and you'll go over Fissure if you're blocked in by it. I mean, just so many great uses for that Force Staff. Would really like to see it picked up, but I guess he has a different opinion. He'd rather have that Linkens against that Bane ultimate / Nightmare, or Ogre Magi, to be honest. Oh, good chain there. I like that. Bonk attacking him to keep him awake, so he doesn't get picked off there. So pretty good choice, but another tier tower pushed down. Malphite's now Bane Elemental definitely caught out here. He is going to drop easily. Windrunner gets the kill. Really good find by the Enigma there to initiate on that one. And now they're on the run. But they don't have the vision. The Radiant don't have the vision to see them. They have to assume where they are and just kind of go in these woods together. They don't want to separate too much, remembering how much burst damage is coming out from the other team. So Bounty Hunter looking to farm up that gold that was lost from the monster streak. You know, not exactly sure where he stands at this point. And they're going to look to maybe do this Roshan. Interesting choice if they do. They only have 20 seconds left in that Bane. Now Bounty Hunter does do a ton of damage. Oh no, this is way too risky. Get out of there, buddy. Okay, he's turning around now. Probably realize at this point they really should have started, and they're going to. They are going to do this. Do they have all their heroes? I only see the... Okay, there's 4 heroes here. Windrunner on top to kind of distract the Earthshaker. Try to get that Shackle. Oh no, get out of there. You know the Augment Scepter is up. Well, they don't yet, but they got to be careful. Look how much damage is coming out from this Bounty Hunter plus Vengeful Spirit combo. This is exactly what I was talking about from the start of the game. Way too much damage from all that reduced armor. Punch Hook comes in. Gonna get the ultimate Bane. How many times is that boy gonna get picked off? Here comes another Refined Blast. Enigma gets insta-given by both the Fire Blast and the unrefined Fire Blast. But here we go, the Vengeful Spirit swapping in Nature's Prophet to the middle of action, but not before Shaker gets all of his spells off. King Hellboy looks like he's going to fall, but not before he does a lot of damage and reducing armor. Bounty Hunter going to insta-give one hero. Going to look now to finish off this Ogre Magi. Shackle shot just to interrupt him a little bit, and that's going to be a team wipe for 3 heroes. Bounty Hunter still has his Aegis of the Immortal, and they're going to look to push this for sure. Are they going to try to backdoor it? Really interesting choice if that's the case. No, they're going to look to just clear the creep wave, let their creeps push from the middle. Look at that lifesteal, actually. A lot of lifesteal coming back. Almost at full health again. And that's how much damage he's doing. It really is a ton of damage. He's even looking to backdoor it. I don't think that's the right decision. He doesn't have quite enough attack speed or damage for that. But still, really good choice all around. Here we go. They're going to push the middle. Still 20 seconds on Prophet and 30 seconds on Ogre Magi. Good amount of time, but not enough, I would say, to push this middle tower. Not with these 3 heroes. So yeah, they're going to look to maybe rotate, but the other lanes are so pushed in at this point that it's definitely not going to be another free tower like that one was. But still a really good fight at the end of the day. Despite Enigma getting insta-give, but Bane's got insta-give too. And he has the Black King bar, but he just keeps getting hooked before the fight even starts. So he can't make any use of it, which is just a real shame for them. You know, he really can't turn that around. Let's see the gold chart now. Almost 5,000 because of that Roshan and really good team fight in the favor of them. Experience, wow. And that's why they implemented that graph. 16,000 advantage experience, but oh boy, Pudge and Bounty, what are you two doing? You're in way too deep. They have no idea what's coming. Here comes Initiation, but he's got the Aegis. He's not even going to get to finish the kill. He does actually just get a Black King bar before this even starts. Going to get 1 kill, but this is worth it. His team's not even close. You see a power shot breaking down some trees. Great Shackle. Going to kill the Ogre Magi. It's going to be so helpful to help the rest of this team fight. Are they going to be able to kill Nature's Prophet now? Here comes a negative earn charge plus a great auto attack of the Windrunner. Going to get a kill. A hook now into the Bane. He is going to fall from the Vengeful Spirit, and that's 4 down. Wow, that fight did not go the way I thought it was at all. It's how much burst damage this Bounty Hunter is doing. I can't get over how much it is. It was only Pudge him alone, but he opened up on Clockwork, which is probably one of their tankiest heroes, if not the tankiest. And he got half health by its first Janata. Just way too much damage. Pudge also being 3,000 health tank in the front, helping out. He's got 9 earn charges. Going Shiva's Guard. Really good choice, actually. I like that. Increasing the man pool is going to slow down all those speeds of the enemy heroes. Be really easy to chase. Really easy to fight them in team fights. Also, that armor is something Pudge desperately needs as a general rule. So, now this push coming out. They are, in fact, trying to backdoor, but they're going to have easily enough damage. And that tower is going to fall. Here comes the barracks. Melee going down first. Dire's now all resing up, though. The Dire is now all alive, Nature's Prophet included. They're going to probably look to be immediately after this. Oh, they're still in. Careful. Beautiful initiation by Earthshaker. Going to Echo Slam. Miner's still alive, though. He's got the BKB up. Look at this black hole. It's going to hit 3 heroes, 4 heroes. Everyone caught in it. There goes everyone falling down. Great Vengeful Spirit Lop. Oh my gosh, that black hole from downtown. You deserve it, BDLM. You deserve it. They're going to look to push and end this game. And that was a really, really beautiful team fight there at the end. I thought they were in too deep. But Black King Bar really saving the life of Bounty Hunter, and then the Black Hole catching all 4 heroes. Just too much damage. And then Bonk being a jerk and all chat. But what are you going to do, man? They got to be happy after that start. He has had such a rough start at that beginning against the Clockwork Earthshaker. I'm not going to even read chat anymore. Just too disappointed with that, but I'm very excited about how they played that at the end. Some really good hooks by this Pudge too. On give props to our Orange on Bonk. Vengeful Spirit, Gay Cowboy with those swaps. He's doing a fantastic job all around. They all really played a great game, so I'm very, very excited about that. 41-32 going to be not the final score to say, but it's the current score, and probably be one of the final ones. Here comes the ultimate. This is going to kill Bounty. Oh, not before the swap though. Is this going to be enough? Wow. He's going to survive. I don't believe it. That should have been a death for sure. He's going to survive. Game probably sacrificing himself for the greater good. Oh, the Aegis falls anyways. Big deal. And now he's got to fall back. Black King Bard is, not before. A great stun. Still choosing not to use that Black King Bard. He's going to drop, but he has 4,000 gold. He's going to buy back, and there it is. Tell me that's 4,000 gold after the buyback. Wow, he must have had a lot of moolah. Here comes the Punch now. Trying to do as much as he can. Good hook. He's going to get the kill before he falls. buys back. Of course, they're all going to buy back at this point. Now BDLM saying, oh, what am I into? What a missed fissure. Unfortunate for him. But here comes the multicast galore. Nature's Prophet starting to do some good damage. Has the Orchid, which is really nice against both Enigma and the Bounty Hunter. But Bounty Hunter's looking for some revenge now. Still has 4,000 gold, like I said, after the buyback. So he must have had close to 7,000. Just tons coming out. Black King Bar now finished by Enigma. I do like the pickup once again. Is he really going in? Black King Bar, he knows who his predator is, but he doesn't have anything against. Oh no! What's the Shackle going to do? Not a lot. Nightmare coming out. Bounty Hunter now in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have Black King Bar. Up a Pudge. Needs to land this hook. Going to hit it, and here comes the ultimate on the Bane. Not before he gets interrupted, I think, by himself, to be honest. But good Sheep's Guard use. Look at the slow. Going to get one kill here. That's going to be a Sheep Stick under a Shaker, so he decides to finish Sheep Stick with that ulti Orbital earlier. They're going to push down this middle now. But not before Magi buys back, but another great hook. It's on Clockwork. He's like, dude, I would have done it myself. He gave me a second. Comes in here now. 4 heroes focus firing this 3,600 Pudge. Bounty Hunter taking a huge multicast. He's got to just turn around and fight, my man. Don't run. He wants to run. He's done with it. Meanwhile, Windrunner getting ulted by the Bane, and he is going to fall as well. 2 heroes up, looking to just stop the pressure from top. End, please, coming from Bonk. He wants this game to end. He just getting so defeated. Back and forth deaths. Look at his gold chart. It's going to dip down. I think after that team fight, it might come down to, like, here? Probably nowhere near it. Experience was over 30,000. Huge dip back. Dude, almost 25,000, man. What a huge swing for this game. I like the momentum. So you see the scores here now: 7-10 and 19, 3-7 21, 13-10 and 24, 4-9 16, 16-4 and 13. So obviously their agility carry getting all of the kills. Bounty Hunter doing just so much burst damage. I love the glass cannon. You know what? The Dire really needed to set up some more wards and have more vision at hand, and they started doing this late, but it was too late now. They're now down 2 lanes, but you know, if they had that kind of presence and map awareness earlier, they would have had a lot better chance. Because, like I said, he was just so glass cannon. He was so easy to kill. A couple of these Ogre Magi stuns would have done it no problem. You've seen it burst him down. Ogre Magi alone can solo that guy, but he needs that vision. They need to be able to see him, and that's where they've kind of faltered. Black King Bar now finished up. What in the world? Vengeful Spirit going for a Sheep Stick. That's just how far ahead they are. He almost has it. I don't know if I've ever seen a Vengeful Spirit support with a Sheep Stick. This would be probably my first. Not too bad. Here comes the push now. They're going to just go an all-in middle, and they need to at this point. This could actually be really scary for the Radiant team. Their other lanes are not putting nearly enough pressure. All they can do is hope to stall them and see if it's enough. Dire has a lot of damage they got to be careful about. You know, as long as they're pushing the middle, there's nothing coming in. Whoa! Initiation on the Bounty Hunter. That's perfect. Good swap. Very good swap for the Vengeful Spirit, keeping Bounty Hunter alive. That's going to be his death. Bounty Hunter getting hooked in, but not before he drops his ultimate. Going to finish him off now. You see Enigma getting ulti, but that's not nearly enough. They're going to look to initiate here. He can't find a good place to drop his ultimate, so he's going to have to fall back. Good job splitting up, but will it be enough? You see Bane Elemental falling for sure. Nature's Prophet now getting just insta-gimped by this Bounty Hunter. Pudge trying to follow Ogre Magic, getting quadruple multi-casted here. He's going to look to land his hook. It's in 1 second. Can he see it? They got the track on him to follow him down. He is very fast at that Bloodlust, but it's not going to be enough. A nice Malefice going to finish off this Ogre Magi. Nice try there. Vengeful Spirit, really good job with that fight there, sacrificing himself to save that Bounty Hunter, because if he followed that quickly into the fight, they would have been actually in a good amount of trouble. So overall, apparently the game is ending. Spoiler alert, BDLM asking me if I want to play. And I think that means they're going to win the game, believe it or not, but I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have to see how this goes. Here comes the Windrunner down the thing. He's going to drop his Focus Fire in 10 seconds on it to try to do as much damage as they can. Here come the creeps now. They're just going to actually look to push. I was going to say, end the game. They're going to kill the buildings first, just for fun. And here we go. You see the Ancient going down to half health, dropping. Under 1,000, and that is the end of the game. So congratulations to my friends' team. The team, the Rabid Coconuts, I actually don't remember what team name we were trying to come up with, but either way, the Rabid Coconut sounds pretty good right now, so congratulations to them winning this Pub Masters match of awesomeness. Thanks for tuning in, guys, for another Just J4y. Glad you could stick with me. Get to see some awesome items coming out for the randoms. B. Dan deserves that naval mine. He really does. What a great MVP game. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.